Hello and season's greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Talking Mons, our Digimon Ghost Game Recap podcast. My name is JD, and of course, Jeanette and Gary are here with me.
Hello.
May the Digimon gods bless us, everyone.
Yeah, for sure. It is a couple days before Christmas when you're hearing this, so hopefully everyone is having a fun and relaxing holiday. But that does not stop us from doing this show and recapping the last couple episodes of Ghost Game. So we'll be tackling episodes 54 and 55, Second Sight, and...
Wait, no.
55 and 56, sorry. Bakeneko and Impurity. So we'll go ahead and start with Bakeneko, in which the cats are taking over the city, everybody. Basically, it starts out with two of the two kids that are living in the dorms are taking care of these stray cats, and obviously Kyo's like, no, you can't be doing that. What's up with that? And then it turns out the cats are actually being like possessed or something to like walk on all fours and be a lot more like ferocious and stuff, and basically gives them the power to like puppeteer humans, I guess, because they start like going like taking humans in the middle of the night and like taking them on walks. But
Walks
it is
as
all
in,
sorry, go ahead.
Walks as in catwalk, as in jumping around on rooftops and scary ledges. And
Yeah,
on
like
billboards.
the first kid we find, she wakes up on top of a building.
On top of
No,
a billboard, on top of those little searchlight thing, this
Yeah.
tiny little beam.
But eventually the kids all end up at this pet cemetery where we found out it is all what is her? I want to say it's Betsumon, but I'm not entirely
Something
sure.
like Bastetmon or something like that.
It's a big booby cat lady. Betsumon's the weird Gatomon cosplayer guy.
Who belly dances.
Baste Mon.
Yeah, Bastamon. Okay. She's basically the cat god of Digimon.
Belly dancing.
Yeah, and she's a big boobied cat lady who does belly dances.
Look, I want her to be my Digimon. That's all I'm gonna say about this.
Yeah.
She's looking for a partner at the end. I don't have a Digimon. I think this could work out.
That's true. Yeah, she's basically like, yeah, she like just ends this in the fact that she's like, oh, maybe I need to find a way to like connect with humans. I'm gonna go like off and do that, but not before making a bunch of people dig their own graves.
Yeah, so she has this superiority complex about cats, and those who puppeteered to the pet cemetery, they are unleashed from their trance and ordered to mimic cats. If they can pass the test, they don't have to dig their own grave and presumably die.
Right. So yeah, needless to say, this episode is fucking crazy. I guess what are your guys' impressions of this?
Oh, it was nutso, but I loved every second of it. I like how creepy and disturbing the cats are, and I don't know. I just thought it was a good episode. Like I like how it's paced. I like the story. I like in the end the humans take the cats back without a second thought because that's just how it works. And except Kyo now recognizes the superiority of cats and lets the two cats stay at the school. And
well, until they find a better home, which they probably won't. They just stay there forever.
Yeah.
I will like to comment the animation on this episode. It's not like it's super high quality or anything, but they make it go all out with making the cats creepy as fuck. They just put that extra effort in.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
for sure. Yeah, the first time you see like the cat face transformation, it is like legitimately scary looking. No bueno. No, thank you.
For some of the fights, especially when Lamortmon is on screen, those are really smooth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and like the fact that she just tries to drain the energy from everyone
and mind control them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, can we comment about how they beat the cats? Like
yes.
Birthday discussion.
Yes, please tell us how they beat the cats.
So I don't quite follow, but apparently olives and what else? A combination of olives and something else will make the cats drunk. So they give
celery.
Hold on. Oh yeah, and it just so turns out Jellymon is living her best Stardew Valley life and has gone to the farm with other Digimon. So they get all this olives and other thing that make cats drunk, and they lay it on the ground, and the cats check it out, and they all get drunk off it.
Well, like I watched this episode last week, so forgive me if I'm misremembering some details, but isn't it like Thetismon infused her blood or whatever with the makeshift catnip stuff, and then the cat tries to like bite her, and then that's how.
No,
How is it?
Digimon tried to suck out her energy, but she.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It was her energy, to not trying to like drink her blood or anything.
Yeah,
but basically, Thetismon just like dopes herself up so that when she gets the energy drained out of her, it just makes Bastamon drunk.
Yeah, but first they use it to beat all the cats, like all the puppetry cats, and turn them back to normal by making them drunk on makeshift catnip. I guess is what it's supposed to be. They call it like silverweed or something.
Yeah, catnip is a specific type of plant. These are all different things.
Mm-hmm.
So to give yourself like a similar effect at least.
Yeah, they also like burn them a little so that they basically aerostasize.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's those like thing where they put alcohol in the fog machine basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and that one Digimon, the one that appears again, the taxi cab one, who flies around everywhere.
Oh yeah, Airdramon shows up again.
Yeah, and he even participates in the battle.
Yeah, he that's actually surprising. I thought that he was just like, I'm done here. You guys like got to here your location. See ya. But nope, he stayed.
He was invested.
Yeah, it was good to see their companion, not the partner Digimon, but the friends they made along the way, like stick around for battles now and help out every now and then. So it's nice that it's not just the partner Digimon that are getting in fights.
But
I love that.
Go ahead, Jeanette.
I love that the children are just building a small Digimon army.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I would say it was slightly disappointing to see Airdramon not having any snarky line about him being like a god and such, because we kind of expect that every time we've seen him when he have anything like spoken. He's up in his like high, I wouldn't say high horse, but very pridefully talk down to everybody.
He commands respect.
Yeah, but yeah, disappointing that he didn't say anything about that such in this episode.
Cats are running wild. There's shit to be done. No time to be prideful. Now I'm with you guys. This episode's fun. Just the creepy cat imagery and just kind of the whole ridiculousness of the whole situation, and adding another furry cat lady waifu because we didn't have enough of that this season.
Well, at least this one is less furry.
It's only happened twice, but it's weird. It's happened twice.
I will take the second one over the first one. I'm just saying.
This one is a cat girl. It's not a furry cat.
That's true. No, she's just like a cat lady. Well, the other one was a cat monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing too like groundbreaking with this one, but hey, fun adventure. They're still coming up with like interesting ways to do these spooky kind of ghost stories or whatever. So it's fun that way, I guess.
Be nice to your cats.
Yeah. Don't be.
There's one takeaway from this is do not fuck with cats.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on Netflix, and it's really sad. Yeah, be nice to cats.
I would say that this particular episode doesn't feel too attached to the legend of the Bakeneko.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I know, the cat is always a stray cat that, well, I wouldn't say the episode's too far away from the actual legend, but it's just that it's usually a stray cat who see if someone needs help or not. Like, I think Gammamon explained it, but it kind of implies that a lot of those cats are also pets that people already have.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression.
So I get about the stray cat at the dorm. That's definitely fit the Bakeneko like legend about helping stray cat and it would be rewarded. Not helping, get like punished and such.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. But they kind of play fast and loose with a lot of this stuff. So
yeah,
it like
true.
has a little bit of the spirit of it, but their own spin on it, I guess.
Jeremy Snow here, owner and editor-in-chief of The Geekly Grind. I'm interrupting your awesome, regularly scheduled programming to ensure that you know about our Geekly Grind podcast network, of which this show is a treasured member of. If you haven't had a chance to check out our site, you can do so at www.thegeeklygrind.com, and while you're there, check out the other members of our steadily growing podcast family, including the anime-centric Blake and Spencer Get Jumped, discovering new heroes and comic book keepers with Chris and Lance, exploring the vast universe of geekdom with Geeksploration, or of course appreciating animation's finer details with the Ink and Paint Club. Escape your weekly grind at the Geekly Grind.
All right, well, we'll roll right into episode 56, Impurity. The episode in which shit gets real.
Oh yeah. This is such a good episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, and I just want to give this props. This is where if maybe the last couple of episodes were like kind of like lacking in the animation department. No, this is where they threw all the money at. Like, I'll be honest, the first 5 minutes of this, like, I feel like there's so much extra like character movement. It almost feels like, are we watching the Ghost Game movie? But it does eventually go back down to its usual animation stuff until it ramps back up at the end.
I feel like they kind of had to, just given how some of the character turns out. Like after they discover the mystery, they just kind of need to have that kind of contrast.
Yeah. So basically, this episode revolves around people being possessed with which is the insatiable need to clean themselves.
And everything else.
And everything else. Everything must be clean and purified. It turns out that Kazuhamon, who's basically Dark Sakuyamon, Renamon's mega level, is basically just like trying to purify the world and sucking out souls, and throw them into like a weird nether dimension.
Well, it's not so exactly, but technically it is so. It's just what she considered impurity, but it's just basically their soul. She captures Ruli at one point, and she's like, "You have this many flaws in your being, and I'm going to extract them all to basically make you a lifeless puppet, almost in a literal sense." Yeah.
And then she throws.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, she turned people into those sketchbook puppet posing things.
Yeah, they're like
that you get like an art
puppets. But yeah, so that all goes on, and obviously she's a mega level, so it's like, you know, like Hiro is the only one left because both Kyo and Ruli get captured by this thing, and it gets to a point where Hiro is like captured by Kazuhamon, and wouldn't you know it, we got mega level this episode.
It was so good. So good.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I'm going to be honest, like, I've been following Digimon news, and for like the last month or so, they've been like slowly revealing like what everyone's mega levels are. So I was expecting it pretty soon. But then when like, as the episode got on, I'm like, okay, I know this who they're fighting is a mega level, this might be it. And then when it happens, like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, Gammamon finally gets his mega evolution. His name is Siriusmon, and he's like a half step between War Greymon and Omnimon. He reminds me a lot of Blitz Greymon, if you guys remember that from the red War Greymon with the gun arms.
Yeah,
so he's got like two gun arms, but he can also like
lift the blade out.
He's got two swords on the back sides of the guns that he can flip up. So he could do gun and sword. So obviously he's got that kind of Omnimon vibe to him.
On both arms.
He kind of almost seems like a mecha, like a Gundam.
Yeah,
I was actually exactly thinking that. It's like, I can't wait till the Bandai release the Amplify version of this model kit.
Right? It's gonna be crazy. Now that I think about it, he's also got some Imperial Ultramon fighter mode in him. So he just seems like a little bit of elements from a lot of like a couple different like mega level or above monsters, but you know, still maintaining that Gammamon through line.
The
And
color scheme.
yeah, and yeah, the final fight between Siriusmon and Kazuhamon, like it's good shit. It's good stuff, man.
Oh,
I dig it.
and there's also how they evolve by the fact that like it's a really good moment where it's like the power of friendship where Gammamon looks back to all his moments with growing how he's grown to become friends with all the humans,
Mhm.
and it's so sweet.
Yeah, because like Kazuhamon is because does she's like basically chastising him for like having a relationship with humans, and he's like it's like no, like being with humans is like really made me grow and learn.
Hmm.
But yeah, and I like the whole like while that whole that conversation is happening, it keeps like flashing to the Hero's Digivice, and it keeps like the pulse meter like keeps ramping up until finally it breaks off and not breaks off like physically, but basically gets to the point where yeah he's able to evolve finally. And like the evolution sequence is really cool because like Hero's involved in it, and I don't know if that's gonna like stay or if that was just because of specifically what's happening in this episode, but
Hmm.
it would be kind of cool if like the for at least the mega evolution sequences like the trainers or the tamers are involved in some way.
Yeah, he was like riding on Kano Voicemon, and then Kano Voicemon like exploded in his face into the the next evolution.
Right. But
It-
like it was still a really like flashy, really nice looking evolution
yeah,
sequence. But yeah,
we
what'd you guys think?
we
Oh,
kind
I
of.
love.
Oh, you
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Gary. No, I insist.
Okay. Well, we kind of like stepped over the fact that Kuzuamon
Kazuhamon.
end goal is to burn the entire city. Like that's what all the puppet that like the soulless puppet that
Yeah.
was doing. They're gathering things into piles so they could burn it and set everything on fire, including themselves.
Cleanse everything with fire, man.
And
That's what you do.
but there's one thing that I don't like about it is that I feel like the whole with all the talk about impurity that they never really got around it to say it's a kids show. So I think they should have like the very least some message where it's okay to have done something wrong as long as you grow from it. Because
Well,
especially when you look at Rulies and Hero when Kazuramon is like listing out all the sins, air quote, that they've done,
yeah,
like
yeah, and
returning.
Ruli's even like I did those when I was little. Like I'm a different person now. But no, I get it. They could have made that message a little more
A little more clear because like
right.
you need to have mistake to grow, and
Right.
that just didn't feel like it came across it.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm with you on that.
I agree too.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I want to touch on is the fact the ending where she's talking about who I presume Kira's dad, who has some explaining to do if it's true.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
some
yeah, because that was like the big plot drop that we got is that she kind of like pretty much states that someone's sending them. Like it's
Mhm.
not like so random like we thought like portals are just opening up and people are falling through. It's like no, but someone's intentionally sending all these monsters.
my theory is that it's not his Hero's dad. Hero's dad is investigating why that Digimon is coming through. I think there's a mystery, a deeper mystery of someone else doing it.
That would make sense actually.
Yeah, I'm not fully on the hero's dad as secret bad guy because like why would he keep sending them like stuff to upgrade them if he wanted to stop them? He could have just not done any of that.
He could
Mhm.
always be the accidental bad guy, but it still doesn't make any like sense story wise. At least it's not a compelling story. If it's just a oopsie daisy, his research is just causing problems.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right in that it's more Hero's dad is looking into finding out what's going on.
Right. So I'm hoping going forward now that we've kind of dropped that like okay all this nonsense that's been going on is intentional, that maybe we'll start to like get like maybe some inkling of who is sending them.
Or maybe someone is summoning them. That could also be it too. Someone on the in the real world opening up the portal instead. That could always be a thing.
We did
Because
have that hacker girl.
I'm thinking that it may be. I'm going back towards like Tamer, where there's a group of researcher, like either they have competing theory or motivation on what to do with these Digimon.
Right.
I think there's a lot more good stuff that we're going to get into, and it's just a matter of there's just so much there, and I think we're gonna get there in good time. I was doing some research because I was curious if there's any information on the internet about how long the show is going to be, and
I've not seen like an official like this is our episode count.
Yeah, I didn't find anything either, but interesting enough, I found out that I think if what I read is right, Digimon Ghost Game is in Dragon Ball Z Super Spot. So it could go for quite a while because really they have to get more manga before they can do any more Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, don't underestimate Dragon Ball's ability to have just like massive amounts of filler.
Oh, I know, but
I watched Dragon Ball as a kid, and it took so fucking long for anything to happen.
Yeah, I feel like they've kind of made it more concise with newer Dragon Ball, though.
I honestly have not watched Dragon Ball in so long, but
oh my gosh, like the new stuff is so good.
Literally, the most I know about modern day Dragon Ball is they were having a Dragon Ball event in Fortnite, and Melanie and Gary were playing. And they had to go to this whole like Dragon Ball area, and one of the quest requirements was to watch an episode.
That's
and we
beautiful.
watched the most dumb shit episode.
Was it the driving one?
No, it was the one where they're giving Goku God.
Now.
It was the one where they give Goku God powers, and they're like, "We did an extra Saiyan. Here, use my unborn child."
Oh yeah, no, wasn't that the one?
That's like really early on.
I saw the movie one of that. Where it was the cat cat one? Yeah, that's great. That's
yeah,
great.
I just like I didn't know, I knew nothing about it, but the second they're like, yeah, my wife is pregnant with my half Saiyan child. We can use that, even though it's not alive yet.
Child. You're not born yet, but you're going to be a warrior.
Oh God, it was just so dumb.
I looked into the previous longest running Digimon series, which is Digimon Fusion. It had 79 episodes.
Well, I think because I think Fusion, Cross Wars, whatever you want to call it, I think it's split across 2 seasons.
It's split across 3 seasons.
All right.
Yeah. So
the protagonist changes after a while.
Yeah, and because it's split across 3 seasons, that means that they actually took a break. And Ghost Game practically isn't taking any break aside from major holidays. So I'm thinking this could possibly go up to 90 episodes.
I think you're right.
Yeah, or full on 2 years.
Oh, so I mean, technically it's in Japan. It'll be on the 26th for us, but technically the next episode is going to air on Christmas. Which I don't know. Maybe because it's an episode that is airing on Christmas, it's gonna have like some special significance, but who knows?
Yeah.
You just have to tune in and find out.
I don't know. The preview seemed pretty ominous, but the next episode's called Ghost Taxi, so yeah,
it's not very Christmassy.
Well, I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting Christmas. I'm expecting plot.
Listen, usually it's an alternating thing, so I doubt there'll be plot in the next episode, but maybe the episode after we'll get some plot.
Maybe. We can only hope, right?
Yeah.
That'll be the true Christmas miracle.
True Christmas miracle. We get plot info. That's all I want for Christmas, Sam. I just
give us plot.
Push the plot forward, as we ask every week.
Listen, one of these days, we're gonna ask it and we're gonna get it.
Someday. We can only hope. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening this week. I hope everyone has an amazing holiday. What celebrate? That's cool. We'll be back in the new year, continuing the same old show. Digimon continues to go on, and so will we.
Yep.
But until then, hope to see everybody next time. Have a good holiday, New Year, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in 2023.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy holidays, everyone. Bye-bye.